We're in. And welcome. It is the first episode of Puzzle Talk in 2026. We're glad to see you all here. Thank you for attending. It is not too late if you have not gotten the Welcome 2026 souvenir for you to get out there and find a geocache to get one. Other souvenirs that are also available right now that I've been told by the Desert Tortoise is the Hider 2026. So if you were on top of things and had a geocache published on New Year's Day, then you could also have the Hider 2026 souvenir. I've yet to earn that one. But it's in the works. So, Tom, have you gotten all your available souvenirs so far yet this year?
No, I don't think so. No. And okay. I'm still behind on treasures too.
Oh, no. Thankfully, I got all of those all done, unless there's a new series that have come out. They said it was supposed to, I heard through the grapevine that there's a new set that is supposed to be coming out soon. So we'll see what 2026 has to do for those. I wasn't sure if HQ was going to carry those over into 2026 or if they were going to do like they have in past years and moved on to something new. But looks like souvenirs may be hanging around for a little while. I don't know. You tell us in the chat room what you think about treasures online in the Book of Face and the general populace. It kind of seems to be a mixed bag of one way or another. But
I'll tell you, I like it, but. So I got 3 of the 21 birds without even trying or paying attention. I got 6 of the 7 snow globes. I got 1 of the origamis, the first 4 dogs, which I'm happy to say number 4 is a Cavalier King Charles, even though it's not a ruby color like mine, and 4 of the 6 classic toys. So when I actually go out and do it on purpose, I'll knock them out.
It's been fun. I enjoy it. I went with some local cachers around here to help them finish all of the Earth cache ones. So, because they were struggling a little bit, but that's okay. But some of the local cachers are pretty hard at trying to get all of the new caches as they come out. And by doing so, they have essentially cached out the local area here locally. So they now have to, if they want to finish the treasures, they now have to drive somewhere to go do it. And so they're kind of the mixed bag review on them, whether they like them or not. They still drive to like Las Vegas or up the road to like Cedar City or Beaver, Utah to try and finish them. But they do grumble about it at local events here. So it was funny to see some of the reactions from people at this last event that we had on Saturday about it when the topic came up. So
yeah, I don't even go out first to finding for puzzles anymore. I mean, it's Because most of the puzzles here are jigsaw puzzles, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not rushing out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put a really cool puzzle out there and I have to work at it some, yeah, I'll rush out the door.
Yeah. So here you go. We get them when we get them. We don't go out of our way to get them. That's you know, I get that. I enjoyed the treasures and don't think they were too bad as long as you can keep up with them.
Well, I will say they have made it easier because you can do 5 of them at the same time now, and it'll fill one of them for you. You put them in what order you priority, and it'll work on that one first. But
yeah,
if it doesn't fill hit the first one or second one, it'll go to the third, fourth, or fifth. And so as you get one of those done, you can add another one. So they made it where I think it's good.
There you go. Published a cemetery puzzle. I like that. I like finding geocaches in cemeteries. There's some you won't find any in Louisiana. They don't allow geocaches to be inside cemeteries anymore. But there and some of the other places have rules like that too. But congratulations on getting a new puzzle published for the caching community. Those are always fun. So there's no real news came out.
My first cache I ever hid was in a cemetery.
Oh,
and I call it, why do they put fences around cemeteries? You know why they put fences around cemeteries?
To keep the ghouls in?
Because people are just dying to get in.
Oh. It's the dead center of town.
I put it in mind, though. I said cashers are just dying to get in, but, same thing.
Yep, there wasn't a whole lot of news that came out in the newsletter today. They did do their recap for 2025. And so if you got on there and looked at how many geocaches were published and which country had the most logs and whatnot, what day had the most finds on it. It was kind of interesting that, May 3rd had the most finds out of every single other day out of the year, with just shy of 1 million found it logs on the 3rd. So, that's kind of wild that there were 1 million found it logs on May 3rd.
We
were something like 1,800 logs short of 1 million. Like we were that close.
I probably didn't do my part. I'm sorry.
And so normally in the Groundspeak comes out on the Tuesdays and gives a newsletter and whatnot. And sometimes it's got some really good stuff. This one didn't have a whole lot of stuff outside of the rankings for last year. So, there you go. But it was a great year. Glad to have it behind us. Looking forward to what's ahead of us and whatnot. So good to see everybody in the chat room. And I want to share, let me see if I can find this. Two different, there it was. Two different things that I want to share. This one is a group in Facebook. Oh, let me get rid of that. And get rid of that. Let me share this screen. So this is the Geocaching Puzzle Help group. And you'll notice that there are a couple of people that are in the chat room that are on here. But if you are struggling with a geocaching puzzle and you do have the Book of Face, then you can come in here and post that you're struggling with this, and you'll get plenty of help, and pointers in the right direction. They have a pretty strict rule of not helping if the puzzle has not been found yet. So if the first to find is still available, they're pretty staunch about not giving out any help. But if you are struggling on a puzzle, then you give the GC code. Sometimes you give the work that you've done and whatnot, and then they will help you out with some of these. So if you're looking, I'm a member of this group. I jump in and help where I can. Just ask GT Buzz. They know because I helped them get to the bottom of one of the puzzles that they asked for help recently in here. So if you are in this group, then that's a resource for you if you're struggling. Also, if you are short on coming up with a viable solution, you can always email us. And if we are available or solve it, we'll let you know. You can email us at puzzletalkpodcast@gmail.com. Give us the GC code, and we will work to solve it and point you in the right direction. Let me see if I can find this other one. This is another one, and do with it as you want. Everything is a tool of the trade if you want, but this is a page on the Book of Face. Normally don't advertise something like this. There's an Earth Cache spoiler that gives you all of the answers to Earth caches and whatnot. And I've kind of been adamant about not sharing it. The one thing that I will say about this, and the reason that I am sharing it, is that when this individual spoils the puzzles and gives you the final coordinates, they do tell you how to solve it. So you're not just aimlessly going at it and looking at some of these. And so if you look here at this one, it tells you that this puzzle is based on a game called this, and then these numbers, right, and so forth. So if you are looking for something, whatnot, you can also email this person. They will work to try and solve it. And then when they solve it, they'll post it as a post and whatnot. So do with that as you want. But if you need to phone a friend or whatnot, that may be a viable solution for some people who are struggling to come up with a find or a valid solution for something. So just food for thought going into this next year.
Is there an easy way to search that thing?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't tried to. But I'm assuming it's just like every other page. There's a search bar in the upper right hand corner, and so you could probably go in there and do a search for whatever
GC number or name or whatever.
A GC number or a name, or like if you needed content for a show, you could go in and type in cars.
I think because the people who haven't been on GC, for forever, don't know that how it looks now is not what it looks like 15, 20 years ago. Like the notes section wasn't always there.
Right.
And so I have puzzles that I solved that I have no notes on. And I look at it and I go, I must have been a friggin' genius when I was younger because I have no clue how I did that.
Or some of it is like a lot of people overlook the linked web page on older puzzles. because they're so new to it that they haven't stumbled across some that have a related web page, and they miss that link. And when they just overlook it because it's not on any of the new puzzles. And so when you overlook that, you may be missing a crucial piece of information that you need to solve a puzzle. So, just know that there are options out there for people. If you're struggling with trying to come up with something, or if you need your solution validated because there's no checker or something like that, you can always jump into one of these groups. Yeah, some of them can be super, super evil, but the geocachers that are in that group have been really solid puzzle solvers. So worth checking out if you are struggling somewhere. So all of that being said, we're going to jump into tonight's show. Here's the first geocache that we're going to look at. It is GCBCRQJ. It is in Australia. And so we are starting the show off on another continent. This is a difficulty 2, terrain 1.5. Let me Yes, this one. Ta-da. The history of car making in South Australia. So there is a lot of neat information about cars in Australia, and factories and people who built them, and museums and whatnot, all down this cache page and whatnot. Talks about the history of car manufacturing in Australia. And it's a great write-up, but has absolutely nothing to do with the puzzle at the end of it. The puzzle is this. And you can see that there have been 42 correct answers and 20 incorrect answers in the certitude. But I want to point out something to you, and that is this right here in the lower left-hand corner. For the vast majority of people, we read from upper left to lower right, right? So we read from left to right across the page. And if you don't fill up all the space in a sentence, then you just have a blank spot at the end. And so that should probably help you. This is the Dancing Man code. So nothing really sneaky going on there, except for this lower left-hand corner. And so you have to leave the blank spaces normally where the blank spaces would be if you were reading from left to right. That ought to help you. You can see that these two characters, if you're looking from the far right and going in, the third character in the top and middle line are the same. And that is the letter E. So that should help you out if you're trying to solve this and figure out what's going on. If you're one of those 20 that got something wrong on it, then these two characters right here are both a E. And so it should help you out with that. We've covered Dancing Man a couple of times in different shows, so we won't harp on this much more than that. There are multiple resources, Geocaching Toolbox, Cache Sleuth, that have Dancing Man code in it. You can also Google the Dancing Man code, and it will populate for you. So something to look at there. So, so we'll actually get into the first one that actually has something to do with cars. And this is GC8BZXT for our audio listeners. This one is called Fast as a Fox or Slow as a Snail. It is in Edinburgh, Scotland. So if you get a chance to hop over there, if you can solve this puzzle, then you can have one to solve. And so this one says the cache is not at the posted coordinates. However, there's a race between the fox and the snail to get to ground zero. So you've got to find north 55A and 3 question marks and west 003 Bravo and some question marks. So it tells you that the fox is 52.25 miles away, traveling at 55 miles an hour. How long will it take to get there? That value is A. Somebody in the chat room, do that math real quick. I know somebody's got a calculator and whatnot. So figure out what A is for us. In the meantime, we'll look at B. B says that the snail is 24 miles away, traveling at 60 miles per hour. How long will it take to get there? Well, if you're traveling at 1 mile an hour, or at 1 mile a minute, and you're 24 miles away, it ought to be about 24 minutes, right? You're traveling a mile a minute if you're traveling at 60 miles an hour. So let's see. I don't see anything brewing in the chat room for 52.25 divided by 55 or whatever the math ends up being. Tom, what did you get for A?
I got 52.25 divided by 55 gave me 0.95, but that's in hours of change. Divided by 60 or multiply it by 60 to get minutes, and it gave me 57.
Okay, and that is correct. So it'll take you 57. There we go. There it is. So it'll take you 57 minutes for A and 24 for B. But then you still got these 3 question marks. What do you got to do with those? Because here's the fox and the fox and the snail right here. And I kind of giggled about this when I found this and was looking at it, because we just spent 2 weeks in Europe earlier this year and whatnot. I lived in Europe for 4 years in the early 2000s. It's at least 12. Yes, at least 12. And so Peugeots, just like BMWs, have car models that are a 3-digit number, much like the 325 or the 525 or the 735, whether it's an I and X, whatnot. BMWs were known for having a 3-digit number as the model numbers. Peugeots do the same thing. And they gave you a helping hand in the top photo, if you notice it, because right here on the end of the door and the rear quarter panel, the top one says Peugeot 204. And so 204 is the ending question marks for the north coordinates. But then you've got to figure out what this bottom one is and whatnot. So it's a Google reverse image search can do that now and whatnot. So you know, it gives you the right direction for this. But car models are always a good way to try to create a puzzle if you're looking for something like that. What was it? Years ago, there was Geocaching headquarters came out with a souvenir thing through the summer that had license plates that you had to decode. I may be able to find a picture of that before the end of the night. But so car models that have, you know, different number combinations are always a good way to create a puzzle. So once you figure out what this bottom Peugeot model is, you can plug that into the solution checker that's right there, and it will give you the correct answer for this puzzle. So not a bad little puzzle if you're into late 70s and early 80s Peugeot models. Then, you know, there you go. Look at, there's Math Seeker. She's coming in hot for everybody right there. There you go. There you go. So if you, good to know, and a shout out to First to Find magazine. If you get First to Find magazines, they have all kinds of fun puzzles in there. You can also try and find Spartacus. Spartacus is in every issue somewhere random in the pages and whatnot. But good to know that they had a car puzzle a few issues ago in the First to Find magazine. So if that's something that interests you, I don't remember, it's ftfgeo.com. Is that what his website is? Somebody will pop it up in the chat room, I'm sure. But I think that's what it is and whatnot. So let's see. All right, so the next one that we're going to look at is one that I have solved a while ago. This is, let me post it. There we go. Confirmation that yes. So if you're interested, give them a ring and check it out. First to Find Geocaching magazine. It's a quarterly magazine, right? It's 4 issues a year. Yeah. See, I'm on top of it, sort of. The next one we're going to look at is called Jeeping to the Geocache. This one is fun if you enjoy video games. This one is in Louisiana and whatnot. I must have solved this for when we were going down collecting parishes and for whatever reason never made it to it. But this is GC6Z4RR for our audio listeners. This is let me get past, because I have solution coordinates in there. So let me get past that. We'll do this one. This is a fun one. You know, there's whatever this is. I want to say that this is supposed to be a coyote, but it's got long floppy ears. So, you know, who knows? But it tells you that you'll need a computer to play with keyboard controls. And once you complete the game, you will get the final coordinates. Oh, do not let the rabbits get you. So that's what it is, a brown rabbit. And use the horn to scare them out of the way.
And don't run into stuff.
Yes, don't run into stuff. But this one is one by made possible here by Adolphus's online game and whatnot. So you click on this link right here, and it takes you to the video game. Let's see if I can get to the video game. It should be this one. And so you get to the video game, and it tells you that A is the accelerator, Z is the brakes and reverse, left and right arrows are the turns, H is the horn to scare the rabbits. You get 15 caches in 60 seconds, avoid the rabbits. And then if you push that, it plays some funky music. And then you get to accelerate and don't run into the trees, because if you run into the trees, you blow up. To scare them. There we go. Right, so you gotta drive around here. Oh, and a rabbit got me. So you sit here and play around with this enough, and once you get far enough, you will get the final coordinates for that. So that's one of those fun ones. We did that with Jason talking about some of his games that he has on his Jason Fox's Cache Sleuth. He's got a bunch of geocaches that are like this that you have to go in and play the little video game. So these are fun ones to play if you've got time. I get frustrated because the A and the H aren't, like, you've got to have two hands, but it's like playing the piano. You got to know that this is the A and over here's the H, and then you got to have these two to turn. And maybe I'm old, but I want an Atari joystick and a little orange button to hit with my thumb, and whatnot. So,
man, I got up to 5, and then the dang rabbit got in the way.
So that's a fun one if you've got time and can get through the puzzle if you've got time to dedicate to that. So we're throwing a menagerie at you tonight. So this next one is archived, and so since I have it solved, I don't mind showing everybody. But this is going to be GC1F2PA. This one is called Carnage. CAR, car in big capital letters. It is a difficulty 3.5, terrain 2. And there's a link in the chat room for everybody if you want to open and follow along.
Have you gone over this one once before?
I don't think so.
I was looking for one that looked similar to this.
We may have.
And I didn't have this one solved, so I was like, well, maybe this is different, but I don't know.
I'll scroll down and we'll come back up to the top to talk about it. So on the cache page, it says the cache is not at the posted coordinates. It's been archived, so it's not going to be there. It's not going to be at the solved coordinates anymore either. Solve the puzzle to find the cache. About 9 months ago, D.B. Cooper introduced us to the game Yellow Car. A bit after that, I placed a cache called Yellow Car, so I could share the joy. And I think Yellow Car was it a locationless cache where you just had to take a picture next to a yellow car? Mm-hmm. Let's see how old this is. 2008? Maybe not. Thankfully, that game has gone by the wayside and it has been replaced with a new, more collaborative game I have named Carnage. Everyone in the car acts as a team trying to find, yes, and yell out car makes. It has been surprisingly fun. And so the cache is located at some of this. Let's see. Does he tell you? He didn't. Right. So the DMC is the DeLorean Motor Company. The DeLorean, for some of you who may not know, is the car from Back to the Future.
A cool looking, but highly underpowered car.
Oh, and heavy. Super underpowered and whatnot. But then the next one is General Motors, and you have Infiniti times Buick times Cadillac. Then you have this one that, what is this one, Tom?
Dang if I know.
The big black square with the little male symbol. That is a Volvo. And an Audi. And then
Hyundai.
What is the bull?
Lamborghini. Oh, the people who brought you farm tractors.
That's right. They started building farm tractors, believe it or not. He didn't get into building cars until he went to try to complain about the transmission and the clutches. Yeah. See, car people. Guess as to what this one is, the symbol of safety?
See, now that what I would have thought would be like a Volvo, because that's all I think of with them. Volvo and Subarus. But Peugeot?
Wait, let me
Peugeot or Saab? It's got to be something like that.
Oh, yeah. I have it listed, but it is Tucker. That
was a Tucker. Okay. Well, you got to give me on that, because there's what, 51, 52 Tuckers ever made?
Yeah, so that's Tucker. This is
the symbol of a piece of crap, a Renault, isn't it?
That is not a Renault. That is American Motor Company. That's AMC.
Yeah, same thing.
They were bought out by Renault. This one?
Dodge, Chrysler.
Dodge.
Ferrari.
And then
Mercedes.
And?
I had it until I wanted to say it.
It's the bird that's right here.
I know. What is that bird?
Caw. That's our national bird.
Eagle.
It's an eagle. All right. Yeah. So now that you figure all of this stuff out, you got to figure out what to do with it, right? And so what you do with it is you take the first letter of every car manufacturer, right? Yeah. And so the very first one is DeLorean Motor Company, and you take the D and you say A, B, C, D, 4. And then G for General Motors, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And you do that all the way down through this, including the math. And so here's where you get DeLorean as a 4, General Motors as a 7, Infiniti times Buick times Cadillac, Volvo and Audi, Hyundai, Lamborghini, Tucker, American Motor Corporation, Dodge, Ferrari, and then a Benzo and an Eagle, right? Do all of that math, put it all in order, and it gives you a final coordinates up near Snohomish, Washington.
Snohomish. That's up there where the ape cache is.
Snohomish, yeah.
Gary's asking about a Yugo. If you ever buy a Yugo, make sure that you get one that has the rear window defroster on it. Got it. And if it doesn't have the rear window defroster, don't buy it.
That's right.
You know why you need that rear window defroster?
Why is that?
So you can keep your hands warm in the winter when you're pushing it. True story. I had a friend that was a mechanic that he was going to work at a local Yugo dealer, and his only job was going to be take engines out of cars, put them in a box, and put a new engine in the car, and send the customer on their way.
Yeah.
And then they went, belly up. Well, somebody had bought them not too many years ago, and they were going to bring Yugo back. So I don't know if they ever made it back or not, but it wasn't going to be the boxy little piece of junk. They were going to make a honest to goodness real car this time, but
So
we'll see.
Well, that's it for Charles's segment of the show. Those are my cars that I submitted. So now we're on to Tom's section of the show.
Oh, crud.
And the first one we're going to look at is GC9M076. That is called The Tow Truck Driver by the Trumpet Man.
Trombone Man.
That's what I said, the Trumpet Man.
No, trombone. I held a trombone in band.
Okay.
You just have to answer a question here. This is an easy question.
Oh, we're starting easy with yours, kind of like mine?
Yeah.
A tow truck driver was heading down a street in Colorado when he went right past a stop sign without stopping. He turned left where there was a no left turn sign, and he went the wrong way on a one-way street. Then he went back to the left side of the road past a cop car. Still, he didn't break any traffic laws. Why not?
And he didn't break any. But how did he not break any traffic laws?
Was he going in reverse?
No.
It's Colorado, so I mean,
that's just a red herring there.
Oh, he went right past a stop sign
without stopping. Okay. In some places that's maybe legal. I mean, here you can make a right on the stop sign, but you have to stop first.
He turned left where there was a no left turn sign and went the wrong way on a one-way street. I don't know. Oh.
He was walking. That's exactly it.
There you go. See, we got some geniuses here in the chat room right there. I don't know if I would have got that. Uh-oh. Look, the CB Master Chief and Honey put that it's missing.
Oh, bummer. Because I hadn't found that one. I needed to go find it.
I'm walking here.
Oh, man.
Oh, these boots were made for walking.
All right, what's next? Let's see.
Oh. The next one is called Car Trivia GCBD08B.
Yeah, this one's pretty simple. Maybe.
Maybe. Share screen, that one, and go.
To be honest, I didn't have this one solved, I don't think, until last night. So I had to because I didn't have a bunch of car stuff done. So I had to go find some puzzles to solve.
Okay, so the cache is not at the posted coordinates. To get to the final, fill in the blank echo. Okay, well, there's no white text on there.
No.
Was there a car company that made an Echo car model?
Could be. See if the chat room gets it before you.
Oh, the Toyota.
Toyota.
That's right.
Look at that. Florida's on a roll here tonight.
Yeah. Their spell checker's kicking them in the third point of contact, though. There you go. So that's a couple of pretty quick ones. This one's in what? In Hayes County.
Yeah. Now the next one, kick my butt for a while.
Did it? The car riddle one? So this is GC.
Car riddle.
So GC BD1CA.
Now if Jen gets this one in a heartbeat, I want her on my cache solving, puzzle solving team.
So this is a 2.5-2. This one is in Hayes County, Texas again. Everyone knows the cache is not at the posted coordinates. To get to the final answer, what 10-letter word starts with fuel?
You can see there's more wrong answers than right.
Mm-hmm. What 10-letter word starts with fuel? No, gasoline is only 8 words. And diesel is even less than that.
Shorter.
Yeah.
This is about cars. I'm gonna throw you. Gary got it. Good work, Gary.
Yeah, an automobile that starts with fuel. Regardless of whether it is a EV or not, it still has to have fuel.
Fuel of some sort.
Fuel of some sort. So I like that. That's a good one right there. I like how this one is worded. This one is Carazy, POTD number 3, Chitty Chitty. I wonder if they're missing the bang bang.
I'm thinking PODD is puzzle of the day.
Oh, puzzle of the that makes sense. Puzzle of the day, Chitty Chitty. We're missing a bang bang. But here we go.
Oh, I didn't even know this is Sandy. Oh man.
This one's in San Diego. Oh, there it is. There's a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, but look, when you hover over this, you get the little pointing finger. See that?
Where?
When you hover over, see. So when you come over here, I have my mouse pointer is an arrow.
Yeah.
When you hover over the picture, it turns into a little finger. That means this picture is a link. Oh, I know where they're at. That's Neuschwanstein. That's in Bavaria. That's King Ludwig's. That's King Ludwig's castle that he had built, but he never lived a day in that castle. He actually died in the little yellow castle that's on the other side of the valley from there. He drowned in the bathtub. Though rumor has it one of his servants that was bathing him helped him not surface. Fun German history. Once you determine X, the container can be found at north 3256 851 plus X and west 117 08089 minus X.
Now, what could X be?
Well, that's Generation X.
No, that's not Gen X. But you are in the right place.
Are we looking for what model this
Go
automobile?
ahead and click on the link and let it run.
Oh, I don't know if it's gonna click OK. Let's see what it.
Whoa, looks like you're backing up a bit here. Okay, Luann? Is there a Luann in the house?
Remember, you don't work here. Young
You got a
homeowners.
better ad. I got the Tai Chi thing where I just played it, and I got the Tai Chi thing where
all engines talk.
couldn't hardly
Can you
move,
hear
and
that?
then I become a super buff after 21 days.
Yeah. Can you
let it play for about 47 seconds?
Oh, okay. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Chitty, chitty,
Okay.
chitty, 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 bang, bang. Chitty, 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 bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
Chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang.
Chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Oh, you pretty chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. We love you. And in chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. What we'll do near, far, in a motor car. Oh, what a happy time we'll spend. Bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Our fine four-fendered friend. Bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Our fine four-fendered friend. Chitty, bang, bang, chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
I was right there.
Bang, chitty, chitty, bang.
Oh. Yeah, look at his license plate's missing numbers. Or it's got numbers on it here. It didn't have numbers on the.
It didn't
Cash
have
page.
numbers on the other.
Yeah. There you go.
Now, you want your chitty chitty bang bang trivia? I can't remember who wrote it or who directed it.
Oh, don't start me lying to you.
All right,
I didn't even.
I might be.
I didn't even realize that Bang Bang was actually. I just saw the cash page name was like, oh, they're missing a Bang Bang. Had no idea that I hadn't even looked at this cash page.
Produced by Albert R. Broccoli. Now, where do you know that name from?
Albert Broccoli.
Albert Broccoli.
I don't know that name.
Well, that's a pretty fancy car with a lot of gadgets, right? Who else drives a pretty fancy car with lots of gadgets?
Inspector Gadget. No, 007.
007.
007.
Albert Broccoli did all the original 007 movies too.
Oh, all right. There you go. Yeah, because this one's got wings and a little.
Oh, and it turns into a boat, and
Man, I
it
feel
does
like
all
this
kind of
needs.
cool stuff.
I feel like this needs to be like a movie that I sit down and watch because I don't think I have before.
Oh man, you didn't see this as a kid. Your childhood was robbed, dude.
Yes,
I mean, okay,
I'll
grant
agree
you,
with that.
it's a silly kind of musical thing, parts of it, but it's Dick Van Dyke dancing, so
Yeah,
kind of cool. But it's a good movie.
Maybe I'll watch it this weekend after I come back from the Zach Brown Band concert that I'm going to in Las Vegas.
It's a good movie.
Oh, so here's another one by the same cash owner. This is the Car AZ Puzzle of the Day #1. This is Car AZ Drivers. This is GC8 FC89. I'm surprised that we don't have something NASCAR related. We probably should have called David and said, hey, give us a NASCAR puzzle.
Oh, man.
Because he's got one somewhere.
This one kicked my butt a little bit because I thought from the word go, I knew the answer. And I did, but I took more into it than I should have. Because just looking at that, who's driving that car? See if you know your
that's
stuff.
Popeye.
That is Popeye.
With his corn cob pipe and his little Dixie cup hat.
And just the hat and it's just demeanor with where his hands are and stuff. And then look what's blacked out. So what do you think the answer is?
Popeye arrives in a suit of armor to take olive oil for her first driving lesson.
That was one of my first guess.
Okay.
I also saw that Popeye originally appeared with Betty Boop, but but here's one thing you should always do before you actually start solving the puzzle: is read the whole dadgum cache page.
That is correct.
I made big assumptions.
Artificial vernal pool, where I met Flagman for the first time. I continued on to the spot near the second smiley. You can validate your puzzle at the certitude. I like that there are more dotes than woohoos. So here we go. Puzzle is a 1955 version. Who's giving the lessons?
So that's all you really needed was who, not who is he giving the lessons to with it. So you knew from the very beginning it's Popeye.
Oh, so you just put Popeye into the certitude.
And that's it. But yeah, you can tell people did not read all the way down to the end because you see the blanked out stuff and you think, oh, that's Popeye, and you think olive oil, and then you think, well, okay, maybe is it O-Y-L or O-I-L? And she spells it O-Y-L.
And that doesn't matter because what it's asking you is,
well, but then you're still thinking
who's giving the lessons.
But you're still thinking two names because of that. And so then you probably go Google it, which I did from the beginning, and oh, Betty Boop's in there. So is it Betty or is it Betty Boop?
Right.
And then you finally get down there, it's that gum. All right. And then you read the thing. Oh, who's giving the lessons? All right.
Yeah, just the one. So, all right. And then we couldn't end a show. We've already covered this puzzle, but we've got to give it another poke along the way because we couldn't end the show without a puzzle cache created by my illustrious co-host. This is the Universal.
I had fun making this one.
It's only been found 3 times. This is the Universal City Grand Prix. Let me share my screen. Share. It's only been found 3 times. The cache is not at the posted coordinates. And so you kind of go through here and it gives you always a top finisher. Juan will be driving the 85 car.
1 and a 2.
Yep. 1 and a 2. The 71 car and Andy's off. The drivers of the 48, 23, 37 cars. So there's all kinds of fun. You got to sound it out stuff like 1 and a 2.
Yep.
Across here. You can see that it's got 77 dotes and only 18 woohoos. And then don't speed through Selma to get here. Sounds like they
we're known to be a speed trap, but actually I've done a ride along with the Selma PD and we didn't go after anybody for speeding. But if your registration sticker's out of whack, we were going to hunt you down.
That's right. And ticket you like you deserve.
I think I only rode a couple hours. We went after 4 people with them with expired registration. And one of them, he told me to hang on because, man, we went after him.
Yeah, it's easy here where we live because they just changed the registration stickers to for 2026 are bright yellow. And so it's pretty easy to tell now because the month is a big giant sticker, and the one for the year is now a giant yellow sticker. And so if you don't have a giant yellow sticker on the back of your car, yeah, you've got an expired registration and
and using a
whatnot.
heap
So
of trouble.
yeah. So, but you read through all of this and you end up with coordinates for where you need to go. We'll tell you that Juanana 2 you know, sounding stuff out like that. What is this? Hugh and Mia
Donagria.
Donagria. You know, so fun little names through all of this. So sounded out, but we've shown this in at least one other
The Hawaii show.
The Hawaii show. That's right. So there you go. There are some fun car puzzles for everyone. If you go out and make a car related puzzle here in the not too distant future, shoot us a message. We're going to be doing a user created puzzles show maybe in March. We'll see. It's March or April. We'll probably be doing a user created one. And then I need to reach out to Mr. Fox and ask him if he'd like to come on and do a show for the Cache Sleuth webpage. He's done a whole bunch of work.
Bunch of upgrades.
On it, a bunch of upgrades. And I know that he's got stuff that he's got going on that he hasn't even, that we've barely touched the surface on. But one of those things was the multi-decoder that he had on his website. So if you've got something that you can copy and paste and you're not sure what it is, take it over to the Cache Sleuth webpage, throw it into that multi-decoder and let it do its thing. I'll tell you that I've solved a couple of pretty stout, difficult puzzles using the multi-decoder. And we highlighted one of those on a show recently, but I'd like to get Jason on here to talk about all of the ins and outs that he's done on the Cache Sleuth page. And that may be the show we may try and schedule for February or March. So, and then we'll do a user created show. And then we'll get back into different types of puzzles. So if I know I'll go back through the comments, because at the very beginning of the show, we had a GC code thrown out at us that was in there. Let me see if I can.
While you're looking, I'm going to tell you on the treasures, when I needed 4 earth caches, I went into Oklahoma to get them, and 2 of them I got were Jason's earth caches.
Oh,
And one of them, he was asking about the size of the rocks that you saw at this place, and I put for the answer for me. I was answering for me and David Vickery. I said they're size of pebbles to the size you throw at your neighbor's dog for crapping in your yard. You might as well have some fun with the answer. So I gave Jason a good laugh.
Dave, we'll give this one a go right here and see what we can come up with and whatnot. We'll try and get you an update on next month's show and whatnot. So
what was that again? It's JC3R
JZW.
JZW.
Yeah. So we'll give that one a go. In the meantime, if you get a planes, trains, or automobiles cache published, let us know. We'd be more than happy to give you a shout out at the beginning of the show, let everybody know and whatnot, get it out there so that hopefully you get a lot of foot traffic headed that direction. So we'll see how that all goes. But it's been a pleasure hosting the show tonight with you guys. We appreciate everybody who has hung around in the chat room and interacted with us. We appreciate you. And we appreciate our audio listeners who are going to be listening to this in the next couple of days. Next month's show is going to be
Hopefully, Jason.
on February 3rd. And so that is the first Tuesday of the month, February 3rd. That's right after the Yuma Mega, which is February 1st. So we may be at the Yuma Mega. I know we already bought plane tickets and whatnot to fly to Bamarama. I've never been to Bamarama. So we're going to go to Bamarama, and my son just got back from Japan and he's in Mississippi. So we'll fly into Louis Armstrong in New Orleans, get a car, drive and see him, and then head over to Bamarama. So mega events are coming. There are a couple in February, both the Yuma Mega and Bamarama. And then March has Texas Challenge and a couple of others. So get out there. Big events are happening. Spring's right around the corner.
Symbols was in the chat room earlier, and he's doing Geo Woodstock.
That's right. Geo Woodstock's in Kansas and whatnot. So there we'll do a update this next month for mega events that are happening in the U.S. that have been published and up to date. So until then, don't forget your Hider 2026 souvenir, and you still got time for your opening unboxing of 2026 souvenir if you haven't gotten it yet. So get out there, get geocaching, and we'll see y'all.
And for Cache Fest, I do have the first puzzle well started for that one.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
People wanted another word search, so I thought, okay, I can do that. But they're going to be, be careful what you ask for because you might get it.
That's right. Life is like a box of chocolates, So, all right, we will see you guys next month. Thanks, everybody.
See ya. Is there exit music? Or do we have to sing? The show's over. It's time to go home. You can't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Something. Let's see.
Oh, please have some music because I don't want to listen to me doing that again.